Do you want to make money online? Do you want passive income? Do you want to be a millionaire? Do you want generational wealth? Well, I listen to the advices of TikTok, passive income, money, finance content, and I want to share the things that I learned. So let's get started.
I would say it all day long. I kept it on a little note card that I kept in my pocket and just carried it around with me all day. And I would say that. I make $30,000 a month easily, and it's fun. I make $30,000 a month easily, and it's fun. I'll share my new one with you. I make $100,000 a month, and it's not hard at all to do. In fact, the more fun I have, the more money I make, money flows to me.
I own 2 SUVs, which I rent out to the movie studios and to private rental companies and get paid almost $3,000 a month each. I have a rental property in the city that I rent out and can pull from the equity from to make further investments. I offer online consulting services, which means I can do that from virtually anywhere. And if time gets really rough, I know how to go to the local Goodwill, pick out something, and then turn around and sell it on Facebook Marketplace. And for all you people that feel like with an education you just wouldn't have to do all that stuff, you're wrong. I'm a whole doctor of pharmacy, okay? So I'm very highly educated. It's just that I figured out a long time ago that the more time I spend outside of the house trading my time for dollars, the less I get to spend time with my kids, homeschooling them, traveling all over the world, raising them, making them good people.
I broke out of the so-called Matrix at 19 years old, and here are the key things that helped me do just that. And welcome to Project Kaizen Day 24. It's first understanding that it may sound cliche, but the Matrix is more of a mindset than you think. I will become a millionaire within the next 3 years, all because I figured out how to truly take advantage of passive income, and I'm going to explain exactly how.
My boring businesses make 10x more than my angel investments, and they actually cash flow. I own 26 simple, mostly automated businesses like vending machines, Airbnb properties, laundromats, car washes. Each of them creates cash flow, and they only take me a few hours a week to manage, or I have operators to run them, and I pay those operators through the cash flow. If you want to learn how to do it, it's my mission to teach people this. It's what I learned in private equity, and our weekly newsletter reveals how I buy, start, operate simple businesses that generate passive income, and follows others who've done the same thing, so you can learn from all of us. That's the idea, to build financial freedom and business skills you need while cash flowing.
And so you can see there's all kinds of ways to make money online. You can make $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, $30,000 a month. And if you are a hustler, $100,000 a month passive income online. That's what they tell you over on TikTok. And it's interesting and sad at the same time. This is most of the stuff out there on social media. And if you don't make this kind of content, people don't want to watch because that's what people are searching for. They're searching for this passive income, make money online kind of content. And here's the things that I learned from watching this stuff. One, there's a lot of people struggling out there. So the most popular videos are the most ludicrous ones, and they get like millions of views. And what I mean by ludicrous is that like you watch and it's just like, is this person for real? It's clearly not real, but evidently people want to fool themselves thinking that it is real, meaning that it's so easy to make, passive income.
If you only have $20,000, you could buy one of these machines where half of it's pennies and you make 10% on a guy putting $50 of pennies in here. Or you can spend $20,000 and buy 6 of these and maybe make $1,000 profit a week, but work your ass off going to Sam's, getting popping snacks and doing all that stuff. Or buy one of these for not even $20,000, for $15,000 and make $1,000 a week and don't do anything but collect money. I'll tell you what I choose.
And one thing that I thought really stood out to me, the idea of passive income is the idea that you don't necessarily have to have any skills. You don't necessarily have to work at all. You can lay around the house on your couch, watch sports, watch your favorite, TV dramas, and make money while you sleep. And it's funny because this is the best-selling books in America as well. Is like, make money in your sleep, make money online, passive income, all of these kind of things. Do things that the rich people do that the poor people don't. That kind of messages. And I think people resonate with that stuff because they want to escape their lives. Another thing I learned is sort of the demographics that TikTok targets. You can take a look at these kind of things.
Can somebody tell me what's going on with McDonald's? Like, I remember the days you can go to McDonald's, get a cheeseburger, fries, and a McFlurry for $5. And now they're charging $3.79 for a McFlurry? And oh, that's not even the worst part. The location I went to, guess how much a McFlurry was? $4.19 for frickin' ice cream. At this rate, you might as well just go eat at restaurants.
And so essentially the people who are falling for these scams, and it's sad, they struggle to pay their rent. They have fights with their landlord. They complain that McDonald's costs too much money. The number one hit song in America, the rich men of the North, right? These kind of people, they complain they don't get paid enough at their work. They think the system is against them. And frankly, they don't want to hear the truth. The truth is you can pull yourself out of these situations, but it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be passive. You're not going to be making $1,000 a month. And moreover, you need to escape the bad environments that you're in. I write about these things in my book, and I try my best to, put out positive influences for you. And the reason why I've been watching all this stuff lately is because I'm trying to figure out, okay, what kind of situation, what kind of, problems are people facing, and what can I do to help, and do it in an honest way, right? I'm not selling you any $10,000 classes or this kind of stuff. And sadly, like, some of the solutions out there is like, hey, you need to own vending machines and make much of money, passive income vending machines, or passive income car washes, or passive income ATMs. I didn't even know this stuff was a thing, right? Because I don't really watch TikTok and all. And I've been watching it lately, and it's like, this is the popular content out there. And moreover, which is sort of interesting, why AI content is so popular these days and why it's been trending is because essentially, going back to the passive income thing, is that people want to be able to push a button, right? A single button over at ChatGPT or whatever program that you use. And then the robot will do all the work for you, writing you books, writing you contents, writing you social media things, etc. And you don't have to do anything. It's all going to be passive. And that appeals to people. And it's completely the wrong message. And so, like, now I'm talking with you out loud. When I hear passive income, I'm just thinking, this is essentially designed for people who don't want to do anything, right? They want to make it so easy that they're going to just make money while they sleep. The other thing, too, I noticed with a lot of these videos is they make you feel like you have to be hustling all the time. That's why, some popular YouTubers like say, hey, join my Hustlers University, join my Hustlers class, do my hustle thing.
Now is a good lesson in life for you. You need to learn how to actually make some money. And because I am so kind, I will actually teach you.
And the notion is that you're not working hard enough and you need to work harder, and therefore you need to buy my scamming classes. That's the basic pitch of it. Here's the truth, and I just want to tell you the truth. The truth is, if you're doing the wrong thing, like, for example, use the example of the rich man of the North. If you're working in a paper mill, just for example, no matter how hard you work in your labor job at the paper mill, you're probably not going to make a ton of money. And I know it sounds mean, but I'm telling you the truth. You're probably going to have to completely retool and get out of that situation. It's the same thing. Like, for example, if you were all about horses and you're going to be the best horse rider in the world. The problem is, when cars come along, there's no position for you. Is it nice? Is it fair? No, it's not. But I'm telling you the real truth. Like, you got to adjust to, like, okay, I got to go to cars. And you got to be active. You got to be, constantly improving your skills. I do that all the time. This is literally what I do every single day. And I make a point to showing you guys and demonstrate, like, every single day I'm learning something new and presenting the information to you and trying to improve myself, my understanding of the world. I'm understanding now who your audience is, right? Audiences out there who consume most of social media have bad relationships at home, bad upbringings, these kind of things. And I had this stuff too. If you read my book, you'll read all about it. I completely understand, but I never wanted to be in the environment. So I looked for ways to improve myself. And I guess luckily for me, I didn't grow up with social media because I'm older. I'm pushing 48. So there wasn't necessarily like these kind of like crazy temptations in the palm of my hand, meaning your phone, all the time. I think this generation growing up today, that they want things now, they want it fast, and they want it to be easy/passive. A lot of the advice out there is also just frankly bad. There's another thing which I didn't realize is, I guess, there's a lot of videos out there that say, hey, you got to rent out your car. And it's funny because it goes back to, true story, the whole Elon Musk FSD thing. And Elon Musk is basically part of this culture saying, hey, if you want to be rich, buy a Tesla, use your Tesla to rent it out, and robo-taxis are going to make you rich. And it's kind of funny how Elon Musk himself, like, richest dude in the world, or second or top 5, wherever he is right now, because he keeps losing money on Twitter, but he's part of this culture, right? Pushing AI, pushing passive income with robo-taxis and stuff. And it's like, oh my God, this stuff is everywhere. And I know that not that many people are going to watch this video, and I know that the people who really need to see it the most aren't going to watch it, but I still want to put it out there because you never know. There could be one person that needs to hear this message. And what is the message? The message is that most of the stuff on social media is frankly BS. And if anyone's telling you passive income, it's simply not true. The best way to improve your life is to be active, right? You need to be thinking about, okay, not my side hustle, think about my main hustle, right? Get a main hustle that is something that is going to be valuable, because this is also true. AI is a real thing and it's going to replace a lot of people. I know that a lot of people are feeling anxiety over it. And I'm just telling you, you don't need to feel anxiety. You need to think of like, okay, I can see the storm coming, buy an umbrella, right? Like be prepared. And when I make content every day on news with you and these kind of things, I'm not like, hey, be scared, be scared, be scared. And I'm like, no, be prepared, be prepared, be prepared. Be the people who are, how about this? Here's a simple example. I hate it when I was making videos like last year, and I basically called out all of the FTX/crypto influencers and saying basically, hey guys, these are all scams. And I turned out to be right. And then suddenly there's all these people saying, oh, well, no one could have known it was a scam. No one could have known. Like, that is the very definition of low IQ, not very bright. And I want you to think about that just for a minute, right? If the person can predict and avoid, say, the iceberg, in the ocean and not sink down like the Titanic, that's the person you want to hang out with, right? You don't need the person of like, just drive the Titanic straight into the iceberg and, scratches the whole, side of the ship and you go down sinking and be like, oh, well, no one could have known. And sadly, I think a lot of people fall for that kind of argument that no one could have known. There's red flags out there with all kinds of things. And probably the other advice I have for you as well is if it sounds too good to be true, chances are it probably is. Another very, very real thing, and it just goes counter to much of YouTube. People who are very successful, very happy, these kind of things, they're not out flashing their bank account numbers all the time. That is a really interesting trend that happens on social media, flashing their cars, their bank account, this kind of stuff, and then saying how easy it is to make 10, 20, 30, 40, $100,000 online. That's just not something that people necessarily do. Anyway, I hope this message reaches you, and I just want you to bring your attention to that most of the stuff out there is frankly BS. I don't know what else to say, and I'll try my best. I'm still processing it myself. I'm seeing like how big this problem is, and I'm literally processing myself to try to come up with solutions for people who want honest and real answers, and I hope you tune into this channel for that. So thanks again for watching, everyone, and I'll catch you next video.
My boring businesses make 10x more than my angel investments, and they actually cash flow. I own 26 simple, mostly automated businesses like vending machines, Airbnb properties, laundromats, car washes. Each of them creates cash flow, and they only take me a few hours a week to manage, or I have operators to run them, and I pay those operators through the cash flow. If you want to learn how to do it, it's my mission to teach people this.